Hello Aries, Sun, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So Aries, today we're going to go over your energy as well as your person's energy. We're going to see how the both of you are currently viewing this relationship and how you guys feel about it and what actions you guys plan on taking each other's direction and or moving forward. So with all that being said, Aries, let's get started. How does Aries currently view this relationship? All right, Aries. So we do have the 10 of Wands. We do have the 3 of Wands. And then we also have the 7 of Pentacles out here. I'm getting an energy of you finally seeing growth and expansion take place in your life. So this could definitely represent, your career taking off. This could represent your business taking off. But you've definitely been putting in a lot of hard work and labor towards something, and you're finally seeing the fruits of your labor is basically what I'm getting. And I feel like you've been patiently waiting to see the fruits of your labor, and it kind of looks like you're finally starting to see the fruits of your labor. I don't feel like this has anything to do with love though. Yeah, this doesn't really have anything to do with love. It just kind of looks like you've been working hard towards seeing some growth and expansion in a certain department in your life. And I do feel like it does definitely revolve around money. So for some of you, you could have recently received a promotion at work, a raise. For others of you, this could represent starting that business you always wanted to start, or your career just simply taking off. But nothing love related though. Doesn't necessarily mean that you're not romantically involved with anybody or anything like that. It just kind of looks like right now your main focus / priority has a lot to do with seeing growth and expansion when it comes down to your career, your business if you have one. But how does this person currently view this relationship? All right, let's see what's going on. Okay, this person that you currently find yourself connecting with, Aries, there's somebody here that you're connecting with that, obviously has a lot of emotions for you. I'm not entirely sure if you're in a relationship with them or what the case may be. You could be in a relationship with them, but I don't know. This person just kind of feels like you've been kind of neglecting them in this dynamic between the two of you. In other words, this person kind of feels like you've just been pushing them away. Yeah, they just kind of feel like you've been pushing them away. They just kind of feel like you've been investing so much time and energy towards something else that's obviously not them or your relationship with them. And it kind of looks like they don't like it, to be honest. It makes them feel disconnected, I would say, from you. How does Aries currently feel? Okay. Yeah, you've been very distant. You've been very distant. And you know it. That's the thing. It's not something that you're unaware of. You know what I mean? Like, you've been very, very, very distant as of lately. I just kind of feel like you've just been so focused on like your career, your business if you have one. Like, I feel like your career, your business has been taking up a lot of your time and a lot of your energy, causing you to become very, very distant from this person and your relationship with them. Could be dealing with a water sign strongly, so Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, maybe even an air sign, so Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We also have fire, so Aries like yourself, Leo, possibly even Sagittarian energy. Tell me more about the Six of Swords. And the Page of Wands. Yeah, I mean, you're self-aware. You know what I mean? That you've been a little distant, as of lately. You are self-aware of this, and it kind of looks like you don't have any sort of intentions, I guess, of like changing that. For whatever reason, you don't have any sort of intentions of changing that. Like, you've been busy. You've been busy, and that you've been, investing a lot of time and energy towards your career, your business. You know. But it doesn't look like you have any sort of intentions of changing that. In other words, like, I don't see you like, you know what, let me take some time, you know what I mean, to spend it with them. Let me take some time, off of work, to go on like a mini vacay with them. No, no, no. We don't see you doing that. We don't see you doing that. The fact that you guys are not showing up as a true pair to one another is basically insinuating, yeah, that there is a massive disconnect happening here between you and this person. And you know it. You know it. You can feel it. They feel it. You feel it. You're just not doing anything about it. They, however, are trying to do something about it. You're just like, yeah, no, I got things to do. I got things to do. I am a busy woman. I am a busy man. I got things to do. No, I'm not doing that. Okay. How does this person currently feel? Got the Six of Wands. We got the Queen of Swords. And then we also have the Eight of Swords. Man, I feel like this person thinks, breathes, and sleeps and eats you. It's basically what I'm getting. That's basically, they don't know what to do with themselves. You know what I mean? They just really don't know what to do with themselves or with the situation that they find themselves in currently at the moment. Like, again, this person thinks, breathes, and sleeps and eats you. You know what I mean? And now that you're just so busy, you know what I mean, doing you and focusing on you and your growth and your expansion and your goals and the things you want to accomplish and achieve for yourself, which is taking up a lot of your time, mind you, they don't know what to do with themselves. You know, they don't, this person comes off to me, and there's nothing wrong with this, by the way, but this person does come off to me as somebody who's not really striving for anything like you are. Like, I feel like there's something that you're striving for. I feel like there's something that you want to accomplish and achieve for yourself. There's nothing really that this person's striving for or wants to accomplish and achieve for themselves. In other words, like, they have more time on their hands than you do. You see what I mean? Like, you're actually striving towards something. There's something that you actually want to accomplish and achieve for yourself, and it's taking up a lot of your time and a lot of your energy. You see what I mean? Them, on the other hand, not so much. And it could be because this person has already accomplished and achieved everything that they wanted to accomplish and achieve. You see what I mean? That's a possibility. Or maybe there's nothing that this person really wants to accomplish and achieve right now. That's also a possibility too. And again, there's nothing wrong with that. But how do I explain this person? I think that you are consciously aware that there's more to life than just your relationship with this person. Hence, you know, your goals, the things that you want to accomplish and achieve for yourself, the life that you want to live and experience. You know what I mean? Like, you're consciously aware that there's more to life than just this person, you know, and your relationship with them. Them, on the other hand, it's like there is no more to life, you know? There is no more to life. Is basically what I'm getting. Yeah, there is no more to life. But you are consciously aware that no, there's more to life than just love and a relationship. But them, on the other hand, they're just like, no, there isn't. You know, this person truly does put you in their relationship with you first. You are their focus. You are their priority. You know, when this person has spare time, they want to spend it with you, you know? When you have spare time, you want to spend it on thinking of ways to grow and evolve as an individual. So you guys are very different, I would say, you know, in that department. I am getting that. I am getting that. I feel like this person, because you're so busy, you know what I mean? Focusing on you and doing what you got to do, like, and accomplishing the things that you want to accomplish and achieve for yourself. It's like this person is trying their hardest to, like, you know, find some sense of like independence, you know what I mean? But it's hard, you know, it's hard. You know, you gotta understand that just because you obviously are like self-aware that there's more to life than just love and in your relationship with them, and they're obviously not, because, you know, to them it's like you're their everything, you know, to them it's like you are their main focus, you are their priorities. So it's like for them to gain that sense of like independence is very challenging and very hard for them, because deep down inside they don't want to gain that sense of like independence. You know what I mean? They don't. Like, they rather spend their time focusing on you and their relationship with you and spending time with you and going places with you and creating memories with you. It's you. But with you, it's like, yeah, I mean, yeah, like, that's great, but I really want to like buy a G-Wagon one day. I really want to buy this. I really want to have this. I really want to have that. And you know what I mean? Like, so I feel like this person has really lost themselves. I think it's safe to say that they really did lose themselves, within you and their relationship with you. And now that you're so busy, with you and the life that you want to manifest and create for yourself, they don't know what to do with this. They don't know what to do with themselves. It's like, man, what do I do? Like, because Aries is busy, so it's like, now what do I do? Like, do I just sit here and just wait? Like, what do I do? What do I do? I just think that this person needs to gain some sense of like, independence, because they really did lose themselves within you and their relationship with you. And I think that it will definitely benefit them a lot if they were like striving towards something and stuff like that, but the desire to like accomplish or achieve or strive towards something in particular, it's just not there. You know what I mean? Like it is for you, for example. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with that. Maybe, like I said, maybe this person has already accomplished and achieved everything that they wanted to accomplish and achieve. Maybe they're 100% satisfied and happy with their life to the point where like, no, they don't really care to own a G-Wagon. They don't really care to own this, that, and the third. That it could be that simple, you see. And to be honest, there's nothing wrong with that. Like if they're happy with their life, then they're happy with their life. But you come off to me as somebody who wants more. You know what I mean? You just want more for yourself, you see? And that's just the difference, I would say, but what actions will Aries take towards this person or moving forward? Okay, we have the King of Swords. We have the Okay. I mean, what else do you expect, Aries? So like, this is when we got to be a little fair here, okay? Because it's like as time goes by, it's like you're starting to look at your partner differently. It's like you're looking at them like, we just don't resonate with one another. Like, why am I with this person? And I just don't feel connected to them. And I just don't even know why I married them. And I just don't even know why I'm with them. And it's like, you're creating this disconnect between you and this person, hence why you don't feel connected to them. You see what I mean? Because it wasn't always like this, Aries. And that's true. Like, it wasn't always like this. Like, there was once upon a time where you guys were like two peas in a pod. You know what I mean? But I just feel like because you created this like disconnect between the two of you by deciding, you know what, I'm not going to prioritize them, my relationship with them anymore. I want to prioritize this now. I want to prioritize my growth, my expansion, my business, my career, my success, my money. I want to buy this one day. I want to buy that one day. Let me focus all of my time and energy towards that, creating a massive disconnect between you and this person. And that's the thing too, Aries, is that, you're recognizing like, yeah, like I know I've been very busy focusing on me and just doing me. And I haven't really been making time for this person. I know, but I want a G-Wagon still. And I can't get that G-Wagon if I'm constantly spending time with them. I can't get that mansion if I'm constantly spending time with them and constantly focusing on them. And I get that, but you're not establishing the art of balance in your life, And some people are like that, believe it or not. Like some people, feel like they can only like dump their time and energy towards one thing and one thing only. You see what I mean? And some people are like that. Trust me, some people are like that. I've met many people that are like that. But it makes sense as to why you're like towards the end feeling like, I just don't feel connected to them. And I just don't even know why I'm with them. And why did I even marry them? Can somebody remind me? You know what I mean? And it's like, it makes sense, why you're falling into this energy. Now, hopefully you don't turn around and end things with them over it. But it's like, dude, the more time goes by, the more you're just like, why am I with this person? Like, I don't get it. Like, why am I with them? Why am I with them? Why did I agree to marry this person? Why did I agree to be in a relationship with this person? Like, why did I even like this person to begin with? And it's just like, oh, Aries, like, I just feel like you feel this way because there's such a massive disconnect, honey, going on between you and this person. There's just a massive disconnect going on. That's it. That's it. Do I see you ending things though with them? No, I don't see you ending things with them, but I do see you questioning like, why am I with this man? Like, why am I with this girl? Like, what, why? Like, why? You know? Okay, let's keep going. What actions? Aries. Oh, Aries. Okay, 6 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles. Oh. Again, going back to like what I said about this person, like they really did lose themselves within you and their relationship with you. And sometimes that happens. Sometimes that happens. But going back to what I already told you, like they don't want to gain any type of like independence, you know what I mean, where they have like a life, you know, outside of you and their relationship with you. Like they don't want to do that. They just don't want to do that. They just don't want to do that. They don't want to do that. They don't want to do that. They don't want to do that. I just kind of feel like because you understand that there is more to life, right, than them and in your relationship with them. And you do find yourself spending a lot of your time, you know, focusing on your goals and the things that you want to accomplish and achieve for themselves, which just so happens to be taking away from you. I mean, not from you, but your relationship, I'm sorry, you know, with this person. It just worries them and concerns them. Like they just want to feel connected to you again. That's it. They just want to feel connected to you again. They just want to feel close to you again. They just want things to go back to the way it used to be, where you would want to spend every waking moment with them. Like, you know what I mean? It's not like that anymore. Like, it's not like that anymore. You know, they just miss what you guys once upon a time had with one another. But now it's like you rather spend your time like working or thinking of ways to grow and evolve and expand, and let me go back to school now that I think about it, and let me pick up this hobby and let me pick up that hobby. You're doing a bunch of things that don't involve them. That don't involve them. Like when you're not working, right? Like you could have recently decided, you know what, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna start going back to the gym, and boom, that's taking up your time and your energy now. And you know what? I've been wanting to, you know, pick up some dancing classes. Let me go do that. You know what I mean? You're doing a bunch of things that do not involve your significant other. Hence the disconnect, you know? Hence why they're just like, oh my gosh, like I don't like this. Like we used to spend so much time together and now we barely spend time with one another and I don't feel connected to them anymore. And I just feel like they're drifting away. And it's like, because you are. You are totally drifting away. You are totally drifting away. You're totally drifting away from this connection. And I get it. It's because you understand that there's more to life than just them and your relationship with them. I understand that. I get that. But understand that you decided to marry someone or jump into a relationship with somebody who thinks, breathes, and sleeps and basically eats you, you know? And these are things that I'm pretty sure you were consciously aware of prior to you getting into a relationship with them, prior to you marrying them. Like, they think, breathe, and eat you, you know? They really, really do. So when this person is not working, all they have is nothing but time on their hands. You see what I mean? That's it. That's all they have is time on their hands. And that free time that they have, they're not spending it with you because you're just like, well, you know, I've been wanting to learn how to dance salsa for a while. Let me pick up some dancing classes. Or, you know what, I've been wanting to get toned. Let me go back to the gym. And I've been wanting to do this. Let me go back doing that, you know? So then there's that. Then there's that. Then there's that. But the fact that this is kind of scary because you're looking at them like, why am I with them? Why am I with them? Like, why did I agree to marry them? Why did I agree to jump into a relationship with them? Like, we are so not the same. And I mean, that's true. Y'all are not the same. You know, I mean, you understand there's more to life than just them and your relationship with them. And them, on the other hand, it's like, psh, they think, breathe, eat you. You know what I mean? Like, you know, having a successful, meaningful relationship with you is their goal. Is their goal. You, on the other hand, your goal is to own, you know, a G-Wagon one day, a mansion one day, a house on the lake one day, a boat one day, more money, more success, more growth, more expansion, more, you know? I get it. I get it, but there is more to life than just your money and your success and your growth and there's way more to life than just that. Just like I can say the same thing, there's way more to life than just your relationship with Aries. You know what I mean? It's just a matter of finding that balance. You know what I mean? Like, they just miss spending time with you. They miss being around you. They miss that quality time. They miss that. You know what I mean? And that's being ripped from them. And it's being ripped away from somebody who thinks, breathes, and eats you. Okay? They eat, breathe, and think you. That's being ripped away from them. And now they're just like, oh my God, what do I do with myself? You know what I mean? It's like, so I understand why they're falling into the energy that they're falling into, but I get why you're falling into the energy that you're falling into. You know what I mean? You're falling into this energy of looking at them like, yo, why am I even with them? Like, why did I agree to jump into a marriage with them? Why did I agree to jump into, we're not even the same, why am I with this person? And it's like, the reason why you're thinking that way or even feeling that way is because you're creating so much distance here between you and this person that you find yourself spending more time away from them than you do with them. You know what I mean? And that's going to create a massive disconnect. And then that's going to cause you to get the thoughts that you're getting, which is, why am I even with them? I don't understand. But if you were to take time to spend time with your significant other, you'll be reminded as to why you chose to marry them. You'll be reminded as to why you chose to jump into a relationship with them. But you got to make time. You got to make time. You got to make time. All right. So that's what I have for you. Hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated. And I will see you guys in your next reading. Bye.